everybody, welcome to my next video. I wanted to create this video today to maybe help somebody else out there and myself who are struggling with trying to figure out your gear and what it is you're going to bring with you or leave behind. I know that this whole process of collecting gear for these long hikes or section hikes can be kind of overwhelming and daunting, and trying to figure out what it is you need to bring with you versus leaving at home. And there's so much information out there and opinions from other people about, you know, what it is you need or don't need, and really it comes down to each individual and our personal preferences. But in the end, we all need obviously the same fundamental sort of things, but there may be a lot of what we consider luxury items attached to that as well. So I'm struggling with that, in that I have several luxury items that I need to kind of go through, but I don't want to give up anything. I do need to get rid of a little bit of weight. So if I had to, I could probably handle it, but you know, why go out there and risk injuring myself with having a pack that's too heavy? So today I wanted to break down all the gear from my initial gear review video into 3 categories to hopefully try to simplify this and figure out what it is I'm going to get rid of. The first category are going to be things that I absolutely have to have with me. It's not open to debate. These are things that are going to be inside my backpack. And then the second category are going to be things that I'm actually wearing on my body that are not in the backpack. And then the third category are going to be things that I would consider to be my luxury items. So I've moved all those things aside, and if I was going to shave off any weight, that would be the area that I would look at first and see what it is that I could maybe live without. Okay, so these are my category 1 items, or the things that I definitely know that I want to have with me on day 1. And let's start with a ULA Circuit backpack, my Z-Packs Classic 5-degree sleeping bag, my Z-Packs Duplex tent along with MSR Groundhog and Z-Packs tent stakes combined. And then I've got my Q-Core SLX Big Agnes mattress, and there's also a pump house included in there for inflating. Flip-flops, Ex Officio underwear, those are the grab and goes. And then I have an extra set of socks. I do layers, so I put the Injinji toe socks on first, and then the Darn Tough sock goes on over top of that. And I've been training with that for a couple months now, and I really like that, so I'm going to stick with that combination. And then my thermal set, and I can use that for sleeping as well as extra layers if I need it. And I have my warm, fluffy socks for sleeping and my beanie cap. I have a Uniqlo puffy jacket, and I'm considering getting something that I feel is going to keep me warmer than that. So that's something I'm going to look into. I'm also going to consider synthetic, so I'll try some different things out and see what feels better for me. But it's a nice jacket. I just don't feel like it keeps me very warm below 55 degrees. So yeah, I know it's going to get a lot colder out there than that. But of course layering helps. I have my Outdoor Research rain jacket, which can also be a windbreaker. My Storm Surge Under Armour rain pants, which can also be wind pants, and an extra layer of warmth if I need it. For my cookware, I am considering doing cold soaking, so I moved my jet boil aside to the luxury items. Yeah, I'll talk about that later when I get to that. But anyway, that container is just for demonstration purposes. I would definitely get something that seals better than that, maybe a pot with a lid. And Sea to Summit titanium spoon, Bic lighter, and that's a large bandana that says hiker to trail, hiker to town on it, and I can use that for multiple uses. And then I have my personal items here, which are pretty self-explanatory. And if anybody's interested in what that is, it's menstrual cup. And my techie items, I have a 10,000 milliamp Anchor charger and all my charging cords. My Z-Packs wallet. That's a Deuce of Spades trowel, some toilet paper, and some wet wipes. My headlamp, a Sawyer Squeeze water filter, which I will use with my 1-liter Smart Water bottles, and then I have an extra Gatorade bottle that I'll use for my coffee and other powdered drinks. And this is my medical and repair kit in one. I have Imodium antidiarrheal, loratadine allergy medication, Advil anti-inflammatory, Benadryl in case I have any reactions to any stings or anything out there, tweezers, triple antibiotic ointment, alcohol prep wipes, blister pads, band-aids, and then for my repair kit I have scissors, Z-Packs, ultralight cord, a sewing kit, super glue, mattress repair kit, and duct tape. So category 2 are things that are going to be on my body and not in my backpack. And that will be my sun gloves, my underwear, sports bra. I have a long sleeve sun shirt there and shorts, which might actually end up being capri pants or spandex. I'm not sure yet, but it will just be one set of bottoms. I have my buff scarf, bandana / mask, and then I have my Garmin InReach Explorer. My trekking poles, which are also going to be used for my tents, to hold up my Z-Packs duplex tent. My second set of socks are going to be on me. Dirty Girl gaiters. And then I've got my Lone Peak Ultra 3.5s and my sun hat. These are the category 3 items, or things that I would consider to be extra luxury items. So let's go through those. Bought this umbrella for the desert and to help with keeping the sun off and provide shade during breaks. My personal alarm and whistle, hand mace, HK Snowdy Instigator neck knife, bear spray, my razor, lavender oil, and biodegradable soap, emergency blanket, fire starter stick, and just a couple matches inside that box. Extra medical items, my Z-Packs backpack rain cover, and that's a large mosquito netting. That's just a head net. My Canon G7X Mark II camera, along with a battery, charger, and SD card. That's a washcloth, pillow, Sea to Summit collapsible mug, my jet boil, and there's also a fuel can and other accessory items in there. And just some miscellaneous clothing. And my Thermarest X-Lite sleeping pad. So now I'm going to have to figure out how I want to break this down as far as what I think I can definitely get rid of without feeling too awful. So without further ado, the first item is going to be the big net. We're going to put that aside. Okay, I think I've made a decision for item number 2. I think. And that's going to be my extra medical supplies. Gonna go away. Okay, for the next item, I have made my decision, and it's going to be my Z-Packs rain cover. I hope it's not a wet year. Okay, and for my fourth item, I am going to take the emergency blanket, matches, and fire stick out of here. And I think that's something that I would have shipped ahead to when I get to the colder areas, if I felt like I needed to have that on hand. Okay, for my fifth item, I am going to eyeball my clothes over here. And I think I'm going to take my capri pants out of there, and my in-town shorts, and my short sleeve shirt. Wait, hang on. All right, so going back to the clothes, I've been thinking about this a little bit more, and I'm still kind of undecided, but I don't know, I'm really worried about getting cold. When I was in Washington, I was really kind of worried about how chilly I was there. I know that the desert is a different animal, but at nighttime I know that it can get really cold there, so I absolutely hate being cold. That would probably be one of my biggest fears out there. So I have to decide whether I want to ditch the short sleeve, which I don't have a short sleeve in my arsenal at all, or hold on to that extra long sleeve shirt that's there. So, what do I do, guys? Okay, so I've made my decision. I'm going to get rid of the long sleeve shirt that's underneath here, and I am going to keep my short sleeve, and then I'm going to keep my windbreaker. So that would kind of act as the long sleeve that I just got rid of if I needed an extra layer. That's the way my brain's thinking about it anyway. All right, what's gonna be next? Okay, so I've decided on the next item that's gonna go, and it is going to be the washcloth. I can easily find other things to use to scrub my skin down, so I'm not too worried about getting rid of that. What else? So I have to say this next item I think is gonna leave. I can't make any promises though, because it may reappear again, but maybe I'll get something more lightweight. Can't even bring myself to say it, but I'm thinking I'm gonna get rid of the Jetboil, and it's the heaviest item that I have here. And honestly, I don't think psychologically I have to have hot food. I mean, I may be singing a different tune when I go day after day after day of eating cold food, but you know, I can enjoy hot food in towns as well every few days. So I'm somebody that does just fine eating cold food, drinking cold coffee. It doesn't ever bother me here. In fact, I chill my coffee many mornings on purpose for that. So I think I'm okay with that. So bye-bye Jetboil. And that means my collapsible mug. I really don't need that either. Seems how I'm just going to be making my coffee drinks in my bottle. So, okay, it's getting easier. Okay, so the next item I've decided to part with is pretty easy, and it is the razor. I mean, that's something I can get in town and use disposable if I really want to do so. Bye-bye. So what will I choose next? Any ideas? I know somebody out there's going, choose this, choose that. I'm gonna do it my way. Okay, so I have decided that the next item to go is going to be, I think I'm gonna get rid of the gloves because that's something I can add back in later when I get into the colder sections. And if I really have cold hands, I will have my sun gloves on, and I can always use some socks as well in the beginning. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, if I'm uncomfortable a lot out there, I'll just add gloves back in. It's not a big deal, but initially I think I can get started without those. Okay, so I added the Q-Core SLX mattress along with the Z-Lite pad because I need to decide on one or the other. And I bought the Z-Lite pad after I did my initial gear review because I wanted an extra warm layer for the mattress and something to protect the mattress, but I also like the idea of having a Z-Lite for taking naps in the afternoon or sitting around camp at night. It's just something that's got more than one purpose to it, and it's super lightweight. I can put it on the outside of my backpack, takes up less space, but I am worried about being comfortable enough on it, so I really need to take both of these out in the field and do some overnighters next month and then make a decision on one or the other. I'm going to take both of those out of the equation now because one of those is going to end up in category 1. Okay, so I've been looking over the rest of the items here, and I think I've made a decision on letting go of another item. I think I'm going to get rid of the umbrella, and my reason for that is because I am starting my hike kind of early on, and it's going to be in later March, and hopefully heat won't be as much of an issue. I'll be wearing a sun hat and hopefully protecting myself from the sun enough. And that's something that everyone says you find in hiker boxes all the time. So if I feel like I'm really missing it, then I will add it back in. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Bye, umbrella. So now that I'm getting down to the items that I'm having, more trouble getting rid of, I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to pull aside things I'm pretty sure that I want to have with me, and I know would make other people feel better that I'm out there with them. So we're going to take out the knife. This is going with me, and I'm going to put it over here with the clothes because I want to take the clothes with me as well. So those items are coming with me, and I'm definitely feeling like I want to have my bear spray with me. As far as my personal alarm goes, this is really light, this little thing here. It does have these batteries inside of it, but it's super lightweight and very, very loud. The whistle is very heavy, well, for a little whistle, but it's on the heavier side, so I think I'm gonna
keep the personal alarm and get rid of the whistle, because I don't think the whistle is going to be as necessary. I mean, they make pretty much the same loud, shrill sound anyway. So that makes it easy. Let's get rid of the whistle. Okay, so now we're down to, these are the things that I'm keeping, and these are the things that I'm deciding. So I would say, logically speaking, because I'm bringing the bear spray, I don't need to bring a little personal mace. This is pretty light though. I mean, it was nice to just kind of keep in my front pocket and, you know, just make sure that I have something that I can grab really super quick and just flip it and use it. That's what I liked about this. So, but like I said, logically speaking, I have my bear spray, so I guess I really don't need to have this with me too. So we're going to toss that aside. That doesn't weigh anything, so that's coming with. And then, so when you guys at home get to this point too, where you have things that you're pretty sure you want to have on you, you know, it really does help to like talk through each item, because it helps you to kind of figure out, you know, if it's really something you strongly feel like you need, or is it just there because, you know, you think you need it, or it's going to make you just a tad more comfortable. But is it really essential to your happiness out there? These items here, to me, I think I do need to have with me. These items here, I think I need to have with me. And my camera, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking I'm going to need that for some better quality shots. And I love taking pictures of the bugs and the birds and things with small detail, and I need a camera that'll be able to do that for me. And then as far as the pillow goes, I would use clothing as a pillow and a stuff sack, but I got rid of most of my extra clothing, so I'm not really going to have enough to make a sufficient pillow, and I really do like to have a pillow to sleep. So I think at this point I'm going to keep everything that I have left here, and I'm going to go weigh all the items that I took out of here, so we'll see how much weight that I saved.
Okay, so I just saved almost 5 pounds from my backpack, so I am super happy about that. I am really happy that I did it this way and just broke it down into the categories. I think it made it so much easier for my brain to kind of see everything laid out logically like that when you're just kind of overthinking and you've got so many pieces of gear and you want this, you want that, you know, and you're pretty sure you do. It's nice to just sit down with those luxury items by themselves and then just one by one talk about each one, and in the end you'll end up with the items that you know you're pretty sure that you want to start with. The great thing is any of those things that I decided to not take with me, I could replace them at any time. It's not like, you know, once they're gone forever. I can get them from a hiker box. I can buy them from a store when I get into town. Hopefully you guys found some use out of this video, and if you are gonna try this with the 3 steps, let me know how much weight you pulled out of your pack. I would love to know if it helped you out at all. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season, and stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, bye-bye.